Okay, welcome back again everyone. Today I'm Kevin from KevCoverMC, and what I have here is my Fuji non-50 to 230mm f 4.5 to 6.7 I think. Which, as you can probably know or say, it's super dark. Let me go show you this. So this is my new lens. Let me go take the cover off. Let me go focus down. There you go, nice. This thing is pretty clean inside. Only dust and nothing else. That's too bad. And the back side has some dust. Let me go. Yeah, it's like a ton of dust in the back. That's all from the camera's shutter assembly. So my XE1 has like a hobby of like spewing dust out of the shutter for some reason. That's why it's dirty as heck. So this is now pretty much cleaned. Okay, that's it. It does have some dust inside, but that's not really a big issue, so I'm fine with that. Now for the build quality, let me go focus back down on the floor. I mean on the table. That should be it mostly. Okay. About here, yeah. Okay, nice. So for the build, talking about the build, yeah, this thing's very cheap, I'd say. Like, look at how wobbly the front is. You can actually hear it. Like, let me show you. You can hear it, yeah. That's the focus ring, and this is a focus by wire focus ring, not like a mechanical one. It should not have any sounds that are like this. Let me go show you the focus ring on my Samyang Cine lens. This thing should not be very smooth because obviously it's lost one of those, what you call those things, rollers on the inside. So it's supposed to have three. It only has two now. So it's like supposed to have this configuration in the rollers. It's only got this. But look at this. You can like barely hear it. Unlike the Fuji, which is pretty bad. Now, the body's made of plastic, obviously, being a cheap lens. I got this thing for like near nothing, like literally near nothing. Like you can buy a screwdriver for less than what I paid for this thing. So that gives you an image of how I'm gonna treat this thing, obviously. The thing is that this thing's really cool because of the fact that it has this, at least it looks like a concave element, like the Canon 28mm f2.5 I think, or f2, the NFT ones. Those things had those concave front elements, and this also looks like it has one of those concave front elements. At least from how I look at it. The rear group stays in the back for some reason. It doesn't follow the lens going up and down. The other optics are all going backwards and forwards. The zoom ring is nicely dampened. The thing about this thing is that it actually spews a ton of air behind. Like when you zoom back in, you can actually feel the air rushing here for some reason. And I don't like that. In the front you can probably feel some air also, but no, it's only in the back. So the front literally just feels, I think the front's weather sealed for some reason, but it has no gasket, so I'm not sure that it's weather sealed, but yeah, it should be weather sealed by how it sounds. Like it has this whistling noise when you put it on the body and zoom out really fast, but that's pretty odd. And I don't know, I sort of like this thing of the fact that it's so cheap. Like it's way cheaper than any lens I've bought before. And let me show you this. The front bit doesn't wobble that much. This thing wobbles way less than my Tamron 18-200mm. But the front focus ring is very unpleasant. So, and also the back air spewing thing is not very nice. Next, let's go and put this thing on the body with still some dust. Now my copy has some coating delamination on the on the rearmost element. Let me go show you this. Has like a bad nick on the coating. Like, where is it? Right over there. If you can actually see, but I'm not very sure if you can actually see this. Somewhere right around this bit. So we can see, I think you can actually see the focus peaking, like giving some redness on there. Okay, so that's the condition of my lens, and actually focus is not bad. It's pretty fast, at least for my standards, because obviously I do not use AF most of the time, unless I do have an AF lens, because I think AF is some kind of like some kind of a, I don't know, gift, because I rarely do have an AF lens. So with this, oh, I need a memory card. Let me go put this memory card back in. Put this memory card back in. Fuji bodies, dang it. Okay, so let me go switch this thing on. Now it's okay to set this thing on a table, because obviously this thing is an internal focus camera, I mean lens, so you'll not destroy the innards like a Canon kit lens would. Then turn this thing on. There you go, my XE1's on, and you have 3 modes of focusing, which are on the front. So you got this S, single focus, C, which is continuous, and M is manual. Now the manual focus, you actually have the scale, which is on the bottom right here. Now let me go show you if I can come any closer. So this is the focus scale. You can change the focus by turning the front ring, the wobbly one, the silver wobbly one, and then you can see this red line. Let's see if I can focus. Okay, you can actually see the red lines like moving about. That's when I turn the focus. So it actually indicates you, but it doesn't give you like a scale like the RX100s do. So I actually do like the RX100 ones more. Then I'm gonna throw my phone away. So noisy. So that's, I think, it for the overview on this lens. The quality of this lens is obviously, I'd say subpar. At least to I feel, because obviously I deal mostly with like primes and stuff like that, like the Leica Hector and the Jupiter 8s, the Takumars. So I don't really like zoom, especially because of the fact that this thing's so dark. Like, let me go show you a photo of just now, this morning. I've got a photo in my phone, because I've just used this OTG to move everything in. Let me go show you this. Normally when you put something at wide open, you can actually see something. At like at like ISO 200 and at ISO 200 and 1/2000 shutter speed, in gloomy days you can actually see something. That's if your aperture's like f1.8 or like f2.8 or something like that. Now I totally forgot that this was like an f4.5 lens. So yeah, in the end I got this. This is actually an image playing on screen. Let me go show you, see. It's actually an image. Let me go push the brightness to full. If you can see anything at all, you can see some redness. So this is what it's gonna produce in auto mode. And this is like some, wait, let me go rotate this thing. Then this is what's gonna happen when you go and use it outside. But if you do not already use dark lenses, I'd say you're gonna be mostly in the dark about this lens. So would I recommend you buy it? For the price, which is locally around me, this thing costs about 2 point something million, 2.1, 2.2, so that's like the equivalent of 1 point, I don't know, $150 I'd say, second hand, and new about $400, $300. This is like the cheapest zoom lens in the Fuji arsenal, essentially, in the Fuji lineup. If you do have to buy zoom lens, I'd say buy like a 70 to 200 from some other brand, or a 70 to 300, or just buy a Jupiter 21M, which is like 200mm f4. That's gonna be way better than this being 230mm at f6.7. And yes, so all I have to complain about this is it's dark and it's heavy and it's cheap and it's plasticky. You usually don't find cheap, plasticky and heavy in the same sentence. So because I bought this thing for nothing, I'd say it's a good lens. But if you do have to spend like more than $100, even more than 50, I'd say just don't buy this lens. This thing is way subpar. So thank you everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe if you liked it. If you don't, then just go check another video. I am not gonna keep this lens. And this body I might, but I'm not very sure. I actually do like the Fuji like shape in the hand. Like this thing actually feels like the Nikon FM10 that I thought on like a few days ago. Especially this grip, which is like way softer than the side rubber thing. This is like awesome in the hand. And the thing is that it doesn't have like full P mode. So you can't just like flick to P mode, but instead you're gonna have like, do you want aperture to be automatic, then do you want like ISO to be automatic, which is like super odd to me, being like a person that used to have like Olympus, Panasonic and Sony cameras. I also have Canon, but I hate Canon's menu and how they render colors, so I like the flat profile more of Sony, and Olympus is sort of like on the edge for me. But this Fuji, I'm gonna test the colors out later. Hopefully it's gonna produce some nice colors, because obviously it's got awesome, according to people, this awesome X-trans sensor which can render color I think better. I'm not very sure. This thing has an ISO of 200 to 6400, so that's not very remarkable, considering my A7S actually has an ISO range of like 100 to 100,000 something, and you can expand that thing I think to like 400 something thousand. So thanks for watching everyone, and goodbye.